Crazy Gamer 13's Let's Plays. Sit back and enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Mr. Crazy Gamer 13 here, and today I am actually bringing you a surprise Let's Play. Now I apologise first of all if the quality is noticeably bad. It's just that I'm recording this from my TV because, well, if I try... Sorry, let me rephrase. I'm recording this from my TV because, well, I don't have a working laptop anymore for me to capture footage from my Wii from. So, I apologise, you have to put up with this stupid quality. But, anyway, let's begin with today's surprise Let's Play, actually. So, if my Wii remote will work. Epic fails. Yeah, sorry, I haven't used my Wii in a while, and for some reason my Wii remote is designed. Right. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that fail, guys. But now we're actually going to get started with Sonic Unleashed for the Nintendo Wii and PlayStation 2. So let's begin. Now, this game, the reason I decided to do this game, well, you can see me in the TV reflection, hello. The reason I decided to do LP this game is because, there we go, is because, well, the thing is, I just, decided, why not do a Sonic the Hedgehog game, a little side LP along with Doctor Who The Eternity Clock, because I haven't LP'd a Sonic game since like 2012. I thought this would be a good comeback, because this is a game that I really want to do. So, I'm going to start out with a really epic opening cutscene, if I say so myself. Hang on, I'm going to close the curtain so the lighting isn't really bad, so you can see the screen more clearly. Of course, it's Dr. Eggman. And the Blue Blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. Also, one thing I actually forgot to mention, I'd like to thank my cousin Joe, for letting me borrow this game in order to do a Let's Play of it, even though it's been years since I lent it from him. I'm finally getting around to doing it now, which is basically the main reason why I decided to do this game. But, yeah. So this is actually, this is a great way, this opening cutscene is a really fantastic way of getting, you excited to play the game. Because, well, gives you a taste of what the gameplay is going to be, so yeah. Oh, of course, here it comes. Super Sonic time! I love how Eggman just stutters his lines there, it's hilarious. Epic explosion, yay, woohoo! Of course, supersonic beam, cool and all the shit blow up. Now I'm probably going to have to record this episode in 2 different takes because my lunch is nearly ready, so yeah, it's really cool. The graphics on this, especially for Wii standards, in the CG cutscene, are really, really good. Like, well, the cutscenes are obviously from the 360 and PS2 versions, which are obviously in HD, but for SD, these graphics are really, really cool. Especially if you play the PS2 version as well. Like, yeah. Uh-oh. Supersonic's gone. God damn it. It's a cannon! Oh. And it's aimed at the earth.
Oh, I've waited a long time for this.
And cannon goes boom. And the entire planet is doomed now. Oh well. You can tell they obviously put a lot of effort into these CG cutscenes because it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. No other way to be struck by it. I just can't describe how good this cutscene looks. And what is that thing? Oh dear. And now the transformation begins. He's not Sonic the Hedgehog anymore. Let me introduce Sonic the Werehog. And the Chaos Emeralds have lost their power. Oh, damn it.
Success! A brilliant success! It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold!
Oh,
The entity that was sealed
nice.
into the planet has awakened. Now it just needs to harness its power. Eggman Land will finally come to be! You really got it done it this time, Eggman. Ah, Sonic, that's a good look for you. Festive. So long, friend.
Uh-oh. And now Sonic's gonna crash on Earth. Now, if you're playing the HD version, usually a title card would load up there, but since we're playing the SD versions, no. Actually, I'm just going to refer to them as PS3 and Wii from now on, because those are the versions that I own. But the 360 is the same as the PS3 version, and the PS2 version is the same as the Wii version, so yeah. And now we are brought to our title screen. Sonic Unleashed. Alright, so we're going to start out here by starting the game, obviously. Okay, now there are two files on here. This is my main file and this is my brother's file, but I don't even know why he's in that. But we're going to start a new file here, and there we are. Yeah, I'm using the GameCube controller for this run. I'm going to choose Sonic as the icon here. I'm using the GameCube controller for this run because it's much easier to play this game with a GameCube controller than it is with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, and also I don't have a classic controller, especially in the night stages as well, as you're going to see. Now, I must say, the cutscenes in the Wii version of this game do look weird, but that's because they're ported from the PS3 version. So, yeah, obviously they're gonna look kind of weird. Like certain things stick out that that usually wouldn't. Like everything would be blended in if you're playing the PS3 version. So yeah.
What the heck is going on?
Don't ask me, Sonic. Who's that?
Hey, are you okay? I can't eat another bite. Hey, pull yourself yourself
I
together.
love how all he thinks about is food. We're going to be seeing a lot more of that as this game goes on, so yeah. Whoa, what's that? Oh, god damn it!
Don't eat me. I taste bad.
You okay? Nothing broken?
How can I know you taste bad for sure, little one?
Oh,
You
I'm
look
just
delicious.
fine.
Okay, that's just...
Thanks for
No,
asking,
no,
Mr.
no.
Monster Guy.
No.
Mr. Monster
That sounds
Guy?
weird. Sounds
Looks like
weird.
things have gotten pretty ugly.
Yeah, you're so ugly.
Look at those teeth.
Not cool
and
looking
those
anymore.
claws.
I've actually no, the werehog is pretty...
I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not anymore, you're Sonic the Werehog.
Huh? What is my name? Ah, I don't know. I can't remember.
What? You forgot who you are?
Yup. I remember something falling from the sky. And everything just going all white. And then nothing. I can't remember a thing past that.
Not even what just happened.
Did I fall on him?
Oh man, what am I gonna do? What can I do? Where do I go from here? What'll I'm hungry.
Hey, don't worry. I'll help you get your memory back.
See, another example of how all this little thing thinks of is
Sure
food.
we'll find
So,
somebody who knows you
yeah.
if we look around.
Oh, thank you. You're the best, Mr. Monster Guy. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog.
the werehog. Oh. Here comes the sun. In a minute! From the day that I was born. I just made an Oasis reference to the Sonic game.
Huh? What?
That was amazing.
Okay, now we're gonna go through some dialogue and I'm gonna pause the game as soon as... Huh? You're all blue and spiky. You're all different, Sonic. Sometimes you're scary and sometimes you're spiky. How cool is that? Alright then, let's go. This is gonna be fun. Adventure, here we come. Let's try to remember actions as we search the town. Okay, now, yeah, I'm gonna pause the game before I do this. I'll explain it all when I get back, which will be in no time for you guys, so, yeah.
Here we go!
You can press the A button to jump.
Yeah, this is basically tutorials, but, we're gonna do that in a little bit. So, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Right. So, basically, what we're gonna do, first of all, we have to do really annoying tutorial missions, at the start of the game. If you're playing the PS3 version, they just have tutorials in the levels, which is basically, excuse me, basically, I think it's much better because, well, it's not really a hassle, but anyway. So, as you saw there, we had to do a jump tutorial mission, and we have to, like, do all these separate missions for this, game, so, yeah.
You can drift.
So, basically, this is the, drift, that was a drift tutorial. Basically, you hold the B button, you drift, and also, there was the jump tutorial before, which is basically you jump by pressing the A button, which is basically every other game ever made. Sorry, the same as in every other game ever made, or it should be at least, unless you're playing like an NES game that requires you to press the up button to jump. And now this is the homing attack, which is basically you press the A button to do the homing attack, which is much easier. It actually is much better than how homing attack works in the PS3 version, because in the PS3 version, if you press the square button to homing attack, it wouldn't be a problem though, if it wasn't for the fact that the square button in the PS3 version is also used to boost, which is really annoying. But yeah, so that's that's 3 of the tutorials done. And now we're doing, we're going to learn how to do Sonic Boost. Now, now basically, this is the first Sonic game actually no, this to my knowledge it's the second Sonic game to feature the boost. So this is the second Sonic game to my knowledge to feature the boost, which is the first was, I think was Sonic Rush. But yeah, unless Sonic Rush eventually used the boost as well, in which case this is the third one. But it's the first console game to use it. Basically, you just press the Y button in this version to do a boost, which is actually, I find kind of weird, because that's actually something that I think yeah, I don't like using the Y button to drift. Sorry, the Y button to boost in this game, because it makes no sense. I mean, wouldn't it make more sense if you sort of equip the drift, place the drift button to like the X button or something like that, and then the boost button to B? I don't know. The controls for this game are messed up, but still not as messed up, quite as messed up as the PS3 version. So yeah. Right. Now we're gonna do the quick step.
Press the L button with an
Yeah, basically, this is like the boost. This is new to the Sonic series. You basically press the L and R buttons to drift. And also, one thing that we don't get in the tutorials yet until like much later in the game, but we can use right from the get-go, is a light speed dash, which you use by pressing the Y button. So, yeah. So now, I believe we have all the basic tutorials done, thank God. Now we're going to do the first main level of the game. This is Windmill Isle Act 1 in Apotos. This is our first proper day stage of the game, so...
The more rings you get, the faster you'll go.
Yeah, if you try boosting when you don't have you actually don't have rings on you, you'll basically fail and fall over, so yeah. I meant to drift there. Sorry, I'm used to playing the PS3 version of this game, but yeah, the controls are different in that game, so... yeah. Now, the way you get ranks in this game is actually different to any other Sonic game. You can, basically, in this version of Sonic Unleashed, it's not like the HD version, so the PS3 version, where basically, you know, it's like every other Sonic game where it depends on your, you know, score and time and things and all that. Basically, you just have to beat the level in a certain amount of time, and then you'll have... flipping there. That was a fail, I didn't get the S rank, but anyway, to get an S rank on the day stage in this game, you need to beat the level in a certain amount of time, but hey, I got an A rank. I would have preferred an S, though. It's actually much easier to get an S rank in the night stages though, because even though you have more to do, I don't know, the day stages, they take some practice to get an S rank on, so yeah. But there are actually most of the night stages in this game I can easily get an S rank on them first try.
What do you figure that was all about? The hair and those arms and look at the Chaos Emeralds.
I know, right?
So, is this what you usually look like?
Juggling balls.
Yeah, this is the real me. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Huh? Where'd you go?
Oh.
And more hilarious voice acting from Dan Green as the Ice Cream Man.
That bit of chocolate chip cream sundae supreme is the pride of the city. The whole world can come tumbling down, but they'll still line up for a taste.
Hey!
This
What
part's
about your
hilarious.
memories?
Chocolate chip sundae supreme.
You said it. Enjoy it, kiddo. Satisfaction.
Stop teasing him, just let him have it.
You get your money back.
Hey!
Oh, I love it.
How do you know you haven't even tasted it yet?
Wow, this chip whatever stuff is great.
You say so. How about you give me a hand and help look for somebody who knows you, Chip?
Yeah?
Yep.
Gotta call you something, don't I? What do you think?
Yeah, Chip.
Chip, that's
I
the
love it. Yeah.
that's the
Now, what do you
name
say
that
we
we're
start
gonna.
asking around and see if anyone
That's
knows you?
what Sonic calls this little thing. That's we're gonna get more into Chip's backstory about the game, so yeah. So basically the hub worlds in this game are absolutely terrible. If you're playing the PS3 version, you actually get to walk around in a 3D environment and go straight to the stage, but no, in this version, it's a menu-style hub world, and you gotta talk to people, god damn it. Oh, who have we here? Greetings, good pilgrims. The great tremor had us the other day has kept us all quite busy, and something's not right at the shrine on the edge of town. I was thinking of going to check on things in there. I do hope to see you gentlemen again. For now, if you'll excuse me. Great, so you have to talk to other people, do we? No one's around. Let's head back, Sonic. Elsewhere. Never seen you mugs around here before. Are you travellers? Huh? Do I know this little fellow? Nah, I can't say I do. Don't think we've met before. Me neither. Flower Street. Oh, hello! Say, did you feel the tremor? Good thing my house is okay. Since the earthquake, the whole town's turned upside down. Do I know anything about you? Only that I've never seen you before. Sorry, all I know is that I don't know you. Can't help you, but I bet the priest can. He knows everything. Though he's been preoccupied lately. Something's on his mind. Maybe you can help him out too. Okay, let's go back to Windmill Cove Street. Right. Hello, good pilgrims. What brings you here? Do I know this fine gentleman? Score that I am. I must admit I do not. But my thoughts are filled with the shrine. What is a shrine? It is a sacred place, famous among travellers. Since the Great Tremor, all manner of strange incidents have occurred. We have fewer tourists and I fear our town may come to ruin. You have come all this way. May I direct you to our holy shrine? Sure! Which way? The shrine is on the edge of town. You cannot go deep inside, but enjoy. Right, we're gonna go to Stray Kids... Sorry. Right. So that's gonna do it for episode 1 of Let's Play Sonic Unleashed for the Wii, guys, and PlayStation 2. Join us in episode 2 where we're gonna go to the Sacred Shrine and do the second day stage of the entire game. So that's going out for now. This is Mr. Crazy Gamer 13 saying word out. I hope you enjoy Sonic Unleashed for the Wii, as well as the rest of Doctor Who The Eternity Clock for the PS3.